Yo, I wasn't ready to start the show yet. Come on. Now you want a 5 minute intro? Just a countdown? Hell no. You ain't getting that. You ain't getting no 5 minutes. This is it. Okay, we got countdown. 4:59, 4:58, 4:57, 4:56. Then we have a La La Land. Are we resorting to comedy hour now? Gravity, gravity, gravity. La La Land. Then we got the dun, 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 Jose J.G. Gonzalez show. This is the boom. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much, everybody. Sorry if I scared anybody if the microphone was high and you got the page in the background and I just shouted at you. Oh man, that was for free. If you made it here, this is a place where we come in and join together in the Discord server Daily Boom to talk about the topics that we are interested in. Science and physics and earth and optics and all the good stuff that doesn't involve personal issues. We don't want to talk about stuff that affect us in the real life, like real age. We want to have fun and be entertained and talk about science and that stuff that is not gonna, on this side. Please boom like now. 8 thumbs up. 12 watching. How about that? Did I shout it out, Squeaky Earth? How dare I? Shout out to Squeaky Earth. Move it, move it. Okay. He's ready. He's ready for the squeak. Yeah. Maybe it wasn't the loudest. It was present. Oh, it was present. It's a frog eye. Right in the antenna right there. Shout out to Martin, Fred Bailey, Jim's Mind, Farmer's Boy, Stone Monkey, Real Cygnus, Zebulon 181, Doofus Manfred, Kuso PR1, Stefan Mudd, Justin Franks. Thank you very much, all of you, for being here. If you are lurking in the background, pop in the YouTube chat box and say hello. If you are lurking in the background, listening when this video is up and rendered, and you say like, damn it, I wish I could say this, you can leave a comment in the comment section. You can timestamp it and let us know your thoughts. It's easier for us when you leave a comment in the YouTube, the video's up. It's easy for me and for the majority to click on the name and pop a window open on your channel. See? And if you are a mod, like over here, almost 99% of the people in the live chat are mods. There's a 1% there, out there somewhere. We're gonna open the Daily Boom Discord server and get to the festivities. Okay, there you go. I did a tweak. I made a tweak on the layout on the YouTube. Tweaked it around. Yeah, well, how is people gonna join if the channel is not visible? Until now it is visible. Doofus, how will people join if I got the channel hidden and private?
A very good question.
Is there a hack for that? How do people find those Zoom calls when there's like T-shirt and stuff doing classes and people bomb those? Like people go into those. The link gets shared with them, I guess. What do you think? How to? Sorry. How to hack a Zoom video call? No, I didn't say. That was a joke. I didn't mean that. Okay, just saying. I don't do Zoom. I don't like the layout too much. I'm not sure, and it's old. Google Meets I liked a lot more, but Discord does it. So Farmers is in the house there.
Hey, how's it going, mate?
Good. And then also, what else? What else is out there for calls? One more. I'm missing one, big one. We got Zoom and Discord and Google Meet and
I used Microsoft Team a couple of times today.
I never heard that before. You're making that up.
No,
Teams is definitely a thing. Yeah.
Teams is definitely a thing, and I can tell you, it's better than Amazon bloody Chime. That's a load of wank.
Wow.
Because I have to use that a lot as well, and I'd rather use anything but Amazon Chime.
And then there's the Power. A bunch of people use it on YouTube, like a modern. I don't know where people get that. Stream something.
Oh, there's oh God, what is
You can
it?
pin like comments in the bottom, like big bold letters with the little super chats and comments and shit. I don't.
What's the other one they use? StreamYard.
StreamYard does it. Yeah.
That's it. StreamYard.
How do people find that? I don't know about that shit. It looks.
Some people use that when they're live streaming.
Is
Parrot
something
uses
provided by
StreamYard.
YouTube? Is it something provided by YouTube? Or you guys don't know? Might be a lot.
I don't know actually. I don't know where it.
I don't even gonna check. I don't even give a fuck.
StreamYard is independent of YouTube.
That's what I thought. I thought
anyway.
was it's not. I don't think it's linked to YouTube.
It's like if you had OBS running on somebody else's computer and had all the features already installed.
Okay. Yeah, but the most common ones are then I guess I mean not that not the for video call but streaming are OBS and Streamlabs, I guess, right?
I guess so.
Two of the hottest ones.
But yeah, Zoom's very good. We use Zoom a lot. Like I say, professionally, I prefer Teams over Amazon Chime. And Discord seems to work okay most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
Has its little wobbles every now and then.
Yeah. Shout out to the older Merle. He is here.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, Lyle.
Are you new?
Am I new? Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the OG Lail.
Oh, we're not fail.
Good, man.
I don't want to talk to Doofus anymore because he won't teach the frogs. He'll have more success with that than he will with other people.
Oh man,
That is
so
true.
much Brian Leakey.
He goes in. He goes hot. Brian Leakey. He's like the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah.
How do you guys like my new format of trolling flat earthers?
What's that?
Well, whenever I do a super chat, I always say NASA told me it's all right to super chat you.
Yes. That's true. And
You're
I
the
think
master, remember?
Oh, wait, it's not a troll. Never mind. It has to be true. And then my appeal to authority, Farmer's Boy, thank you.
Yes, you do keep appealing to my authority.
Respect.
All right. What do we have for today? What's in the menu?
I got told that spheres don't have a surface. I got told
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when you posted that. I would agree.
What odd concept is that?
What's the technical term for the surface of a ball?
Mhm.
Sir?
Sphere.
That's right. It's a sphere. But apparently spheres don't have surfaces. But the
Right,
sphere is a surface.
Yeah, it's a pity I cannot grasp the basic geometric principles.
Clearly. I mean, it's just going right over the top of your head. If you've got the likes of DP having to correct you, boy, are you in trouble.
If you're watching in YouTube and you want to be a part of the conversation, or you got a point that you want to bring up, join us. Discord server Daily Boom is open over there. Just jump in and shout out.
Doofus,
Yeah, are we thinking Evil Dead 2 join us?
Doofus, the reason you can't understand basic geometry is 'cause
Somebody's typing.
Is that
Sorry.
the
What was
reason
that,
he
Leo?
can? Yeah, we didn't catch the whole thing, Leo.
the reason Doofus
You gone again?
Why do you keep cutting out?
Maybe push to talk is not working out for him.
Yeah, well, push to talk is not working correctly, but
Virgo,
Yeah,
it just cuts out. I'm holding it down, and then it just cuts out.
don't
No.
use the
Push
voice.
to talk.
Yeah, use the
yeah,
other.
on mobile it's no good.
Yeah,
I'm
use
not
the
on
other.
mobile. I'm on a physical computer.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's messed up.
Use the voice and press the mute button. You know, mute and unmute yourself when after talking. It's better than push to talk. Instead of pressing and holding, just mute and unmute. Click, click.
Okay, so Doofus, the reason you cannot understand regular geometry is because you don't understand the nature and the parameters of the horizon.
Which are
I don't know. I'm not a flat earther, so I can't tell you that.
well, if it's a Bev adherent, one of the Bev crew, the horizon has to be a line, even though it's in front of you and behind you at the same time. Which is great.
That's weird.
I don't know of any lines that do that other than the boundary of a disk, which is commonly called a circle. Oh dear.
Yeah. Oops.
If shapes don't exist in reality, how can you have a 360-degree view?
Who came out with that number? 360.
No idea.
Could it be 725 or whatever? 222.
Wasn't the use of base 60, wasn't it the Babylonians or something?
I don't know.
Which is why we see 60 a lot in sort of minutes and hours and degrees, and it was one of those wise and ancient cultures. Might not be the Babylonians, but I thought it was.
I heard that pre-Columbian civilization also did that. I don't
Quite
remember
possibly.
which one though.
So Leo, they came up with 360. What was the question about 360? Can you find an object that with that measurements in nature, Leo?
Why are you asking me? I have no idea.
No,
Neither do I want to learn from you.
I'm not the
Learn from best.
authority. Farmer's Boy is the authority.
I want to learn from the best, Leo, to answer me.
You have to go to Farmer's Boy. He's the authority.
Farmer's Boy, you're the authority,
I?
says Leo.
Okay. What am I the authority on now?
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
degrees. For example, degrees. We were talking about 360 degrees. You are him, the one to go to for information.
Okay.
So tell us all about 360 degrees, man. Right, Leo?
Well, they're degrees, and in the circle there are 360 of them. I can't remember where it comes from.
Right. There's 400 grads. There's 2 pi radians. They all describe the same thing.
There's oh god, how many meals are there? Was it something like 7,200?
About 6,400.
Oh, it's a long time since I was in Army Cadets because we did everything the Army way, so all our compasses were in mils.
I think it was.
the whites.
I think it was. Sorry if I was.
I'll go for it.
Yeah, I think it was based on. I think it was the Mesopotamians that came up with the whole 360-degree thing. I can't recall why, but
The Hippopotamians?
the Hippopotamians. Yeah.
Yes. Well, their numerical system was base 60. We work in base 10. They worked in base 60, and that's why you see
Yes.
combinations of 60. You know, that's why there are, if we're looking at degrees, you know, the 360 degrees in a circle, a degree is
Oh, Stefan Mod, hot mic. Can you mute
Oh,
yourself? Okay, I got you.
oh, we had to mute him the other night, didn't we?
Yeah.
There we go.
Let us know when you're ready to tag. We'll mute.
That's why there are 60 seconds in a minute, both in time and in angular measurement.
So
and
who are
60 minutes in a degree.
Who are those Mesopotamians, Hippopotamians? Who are them? From
They
where in the
were-
world?
Mesopotamia was somewhere in the Middle East, not too far from the Egyptians.
Yeah, it was-
Mesopotamia. Where
it was
would that
Iraq.
be today? That's right. Yeah.
Iraq.
Yeah, because
Or-
they passed that system on to the Egyptians. So you're going back. Strangely enough, as we're working in base 60, you're going back about 6,000 years. Yeah.
Maybe the 6,000 years are onto something.
Maybe that's the beginning of everything. First there was nothing. Now we are 6,000 years in.
The funny thing though is that base 60 also relates to the why we have the time system we have at the minute.
Yeah.
And I think it was, I can't remember, I might be wrong here, but it could have been the French, I'm not sure. But they tried to do everything in hundreds. Everything was like by the hundred. So there was like 10 hours a day and 10 months and 10 years. And that didn't work because the Mesopotamians already came up with the base 60 system that everybody else was using. And that kind of backfired on them.
That does ring a bell. Yeah. Was it the French? Could have been. That sounds like something they would have done.
Well, they did try a bunch of weird things after the revolution. They did a new calendar and such. I don't have the details, but it's the possibility that it happened at that time.
Yes, I think that was it. Yeah, it was. So they tried to create a new calendar, based on 10 months, and every day was like 10 hours or a multiple of that. Yeah.
Yes, you had 10. Yeah, I just found a little mention to them. You had 10 days in the week, 10 hours in the day, 100 minutes in the hour, and 100 seconds to a minute. And strangely enough, it really didn't take on.
Yeah, they
No,
did not
it
realize there's a lot of benefit of using base 16 for base 60 for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Well, they basically realized because everybody else was using base 60, they were finding a really hard time trading with anybody.
Yeah.
And that was why
And since you can divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, apparently no one is interested in 7. But
no.
Yeah, you can divide by a lot of numbers, and I think you're pretty much covered with 60.
So,
Otherwise,
so
with
7 has been censored for a long time. Censoring was a thing back in the day.
7 is a weird number.
You've been censored. Hashtag free 7.
I was born on the 7th. I was born in 1970. There's nothing wrong with 7.
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
I think
Here comes a dad joke.
I think it's the most difficult one to learn when you learn multiplications. It's the most confusing one.
Yeah, you can't do quite so much with a 7. I mean, like you said, you can see why they worked in base 60 because you can do a lot with that. But with 7, it's not quite so convenient, I guess.
Yeah, you have to be in a really special situation if you want to divide by 7.
Yeah. I mean, any working with any numbers and multiplying is easy as long as it goes up to 180. Just go and play darts and have to chalk by hand. You'll soon learn it.
Under 7 sins. I'm virtuous.
Oh, and of course, there was the first Iron Maiden album I ever bought, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. There you go. Good old Seven.
See?
And it seems seven is like relegated to evil stuff, and 6 is not.
5 is an option. 5 is an option. No, if you have any number that ends in a square of 5, like 5 times 5, will always end in 25, no matter what that number is. Like if you have 1,015, it will end in 25. 1,015 times 1,015. The last two numbers will be 25.
He's right, you know.
Like 15 times 15, for example, is 225. 35 times 35 is 1225.
So if you multiply one number to another, and those two numbers, no matter how many digits, has a 5, it's gonna have a 25 in there somewhere.
All the way at the
I
end.
think you got to have a 5 at the end.
Right. If you have a 5 at the end and both numbers end in 5, that last number will be 25.
I don't believe you.
Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah, no.
You can work out the logic, but it's the same reason as to if you multiply a number that ends with 5 with an even number, you always end up with a number that ends with 0. It's
All right, I got here a calculator. All right. So let's say
do all of them
175
and check
times-
twice.
No. Let's say 65. Like that, Leo, that should work.
That should work, but I think it's only the square, but try that. No, it has to be square. Like 5 times 5, 15 times 15, 25 times 25, 35.
So 775 times 775. Or not quite. Oh, there you go.
Yay!
600,625.
And so here's the thing. So what I'm doing to figure it out so quick is you take 35 times 35. You take one of the 3s and add 1 to it, and then you got 4. 4 times 3 is 12, and add 25 on to the end of that. 4 times 4 is 16, or 4 times 5 is 20. Add 25 on the end. You got 20, 25. That's 45 times 45. 55 times 55 is 30, 25.
Sorry, I'm mathematic illiterate. Okay,
Anyway, 3 is the magic number.
that's good. Last one.
I agree because farmers
Apparently.
hold the authority.
There you go. Thank you, Lyle.
Well, 3 is the magic number and 7 is the weird one. And I was born on the 21st of
There
May.
you go.
I got
Yeah.
an error. Leo. It didn't work out.
You're not doing the same one. Those aren't the same numbers.
Fuck.
I said squares.
True. But you see, I'm math illiterate. I forgot. What was that, like 25 seconds? Oh, I'm shutting this down, man.
Yes, when you square a number, you're multiplying it by itself. Come on.
Oh, come on, man.
You successfully triggered Leo, Jose.
Oh, that was worth it. I enjoyed that.
I'm not triggered.
I'm not triggered.
I was told by Doofies that you were triggered, man. Shutting this down. Good times, man. Shout out
Calm
to
down,
everybody
bro.
watching.
Calm down.
I'm not triggered, but you should probably ask the authority farmer's boy just to make sure.
Lyle, you were triggered.
Are you sure you were not triggered, Leo?
No, he was. No, trust me, he was triggered, but I think he's calmed down again now. Haven't you, Lyle?
I have not calmed down. Don't trigger me.
Oh dear, he's still triggered.
Uh-oh.
Careful, mate. We'll just call you Trigger.
That's funny.
And once I become triggered enough, you can start calling me Dan.
Oh, shit.
Blimey.
But we have a waterman already. You want to be the fire boy? or fireman.
Dan the
Author.
water boy. Dan the waterman. I can be his son, Dan the water boy, if I get too triggered.
There you go. Sorted.
What,
yeah.
so you can be desperately searching for some conspiracy or something to get upset about, like he does.
He's reading between the lines.
Which lines?
Are you sure
No.
he's reading and not doing something else with lines? He's
What if
desperately
I-
in search of something to be upset about, isn't he?
Lil, what if I multiply 25 times 35? Will that give me a 20?
There has to be square. What don't you understand about the word
But
square?
that's an easy number. Let's say 15 times 55. Like, it
No.
should be 25
Whoa,
here,
it
right?
has
No,
to be
it's-
squared. Do you not know
It
what
has to be
square is?
It has to
If
be
you
the
want
same number.
35, then it has to be 35 times 35.
No, but I want it to be another number, and then at the end would be 25.
Then it's not a square and it doesn't work.
But what if I don't know, I just use a square paper instead of like 8.5
Oh.
times 11? Square paper.
Do whatever you want, Jose.
Oh, you carry on like this, I'm going to have to go downstairs and get something alcoholic.
All right,
There's half a bottle of wine in the fridge, I'm sure.
Lil, about pie. Tell me about pie. What the hell? Who came up with that?
Pizza's really
That
good.
bullshit. Who came
No,
up with that
chick-
bullshit?
Chicken and mushroom. It's my favourite. Or steak and kidney pie. That's quite nice.
Well, pi is a golden ratio, and that has to do with looking at it perspective, because perspective makes things all disappear bottom up.
What?
I've heard that, you know. I've heard lots of people try and tell me that.
Who wants to tell me, to educate me what pi is in mathematical language? But make
Well,
it
I
fun,
know.
dynamic, and short and sweet, so I can
It's
understand.
very simple.
Hold on, Nestle's got it first, and then Farmers.
Well, I
Cool.
know for a fact when I see pi, it definitely reduces from bottom up when I eat it.
You see,
Ah, disappears from the highlight.
Farmers, you want to tell us about the real mathematical pi?
No, I'm hungry now. I've got pies in the freezer, damn it.
I got a pumpkin pie. It's delicious.
Oh,
I'm pie illiterate, guys. Come on, help me out here.
Hey, farmers boy. Speaking of pie, have you seen that YouTube video where the guy has a Casio calculator, and if you take 11, raise it to the 6th power, and divide it by 13, it will give you an exact number for pi.
Where do you come up with this?
But it only works on one what do they call those? 1 year of the Casio calculator, because he had multiple different years of Casio calculators and only worked on one of them.
but there isn't an exact number for pi.
When I say an exact number, what I'm telling you is that the division number is an exact number, and that should give you the exact. I don't know how. Here, let me find the video.
To the
Yeah,
percent.
anyway, Jose, pi is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. So if you divide its circumference by its diameter, you will get pi. There you go. You've got a little. I bet. Oh, let's
Do you
click that
think-
and see if it works.
Do you think this graph is okay? Let me put the
Let's
graph
have
up
a
and
look.
try to follow it.
Yeah, no, that's it. I mean, it approximates as 22/7, but that isn't exact. But it is. Yeah, if you divide the circumference of a circle by its diameter, you will get 3.14159. Blah 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 blah, and on it goes.
In YouTube videos, I'm posting a link to what I'm talking about.
Put it in the
Okay.
Daily Boom Uncensored, so we
Okay.
easier. Yeah.
Hello from China.
Hello, Lubo.
Oh.
Hello.
okay. I know
Do
what
you
he's
realize if you
talking
talk about the mass, do you realize if you talk about the mass, no flat earthers will show up today? Stop talking
We
about
should
the
also,
mass. Otherwise we'll end up with a flat earthers tonight.
we should also
He
understand
makes a
that,
very
that
good point.
Look
should
at that
also
equation.
sorry. We should also understand that pi is an irrational number,
Yes.
Ah,
and that actually makes the whole thing a lot more interesting if you're a mathematician, or confusing if you're not.
I want to ask Leal a quick question. Leal, can you just tell me the last two numbers of pi? I'm sure that you know those two.
No, I cannot.
Okay. I could have sworn that you knew those, the last two numbers on pi.
But it's
Well,
13.
it ends
You
up
didn't
being
say.
0. It ends up being 0 because, yeah, see that? It's a 156,158,413 divided by 3,600 divided times pi. That is what pi equals.
Woo!
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
Leo.
cool.
You've got an approximation of pi that's good, like 12 decimal places. That's not bad.
right.
I'm quite happy with it to 2, 3.14. That will do
This
me.
is
That's
me.
close
This
enough.
is me right here. This is
I
my
got
brain right
memorized.
here. Go
I
ahead,
got
Nazar.
memorized out to 8 decimal places only because my calculator, when I first had one, didn't have a pi key and everybody else's did.
3.1415629.535.
926. 3.1.
926, sorry. 535. That's all I have.
I only got out to 926. 3.1.
But what you got to remember is, who cares?
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
who
and the
cares?
actual Pi Day people really care.
Oh, okay. I don't. 3.14 will do me.
All right. Now, the reason this stand-up math guy, what makes this interesting is more to do with what the calculator is attempting to do with the precision that it has available. And it comes up with this answer that is not actually true, but is interesting, the fact that it put pi in it.
Hmm.
It's more of an architectural discussion.
This might be the number. This might be the number that they told the calculator that this is pi.
I really like the stand-ups guy. He's a cool guy. He's almost as good of authority as Farmer's Boy. He has a video about figuring out the exact distance around, like, for him it's around England, obviously, but how it's basically impossible because it depends on the precision of the tool used to know the exact distance.
Now, that's a pork pie.
Now, that is a pork pie. Oh God, I really wish I hadn't posted that now. Oh shit, I ain't got any pork pies. Oh look, it's got the jelly and everything. Mm.
Pi is 10 if you select the correct base.
Close enough. What's pi? 10. It'd do. I think 3 might be closer though.
So what's the importance of pi? Let's say pi didn't exist. What would it affect? What would have been different, if anything?
It's very useful if you want to work out the area of a circle.
Really? Pi is?
Yes. Because the area of a circle is
So if
pi r
a
squared.
calculator doesn't have a pi symbol, I can use 3.14.
Yeah, 3.14 is I think in 99% of life accurate enough.
Okay.
And it can be important. I mean, certainly in my line of work, if I want to work out how much air is going down a circular duct or how much water is going down a pipe, you need to know the cross-sectional area of it. So you're working out the area of a circle, and for that you need pi. So it is a useful thing to know, a useful thing to be able to use.
So you don't use pi for squares, triangles, pentagons, hexagons, octagons,
No,
with corners, nothing with angles.
Well, pi is the ratio between the circumference and the diameter of a circle. So you're not going to use it in a square because there's no diameter to a square.
Circles can't fit in squares.
Yes, they can fit inside or they can fit outside. Yeah.
I think I said that wrong. No, wait, it works both ways.
You can draw a circle inside a square so it touches all four sides, and you can draw it the other way so the circle's outside the square and it touches all four corners.
I have seen we've all seen octagons fighting, mixed martial arts octagons, right? And then there's circular, big patches and stuff in the ground. How do they measure that? Oh wow, I don't know. They measure they use pi for that.
Oh, you have an appropriate super chat.
I have a super chat by Truth Nurse for €5. Shout out to Truth Nurse, thank you. Hey, hot mic, I gotta read it quick because the machine cleaned the yard. Nathan Thompson is the smartest because he can recite the digits of pi while bouncing a ping pong ball off a hammer. Shout out to Truth Nurse for reminding us that. Fun fact about Nathan Thompson.
Just don't ask him what pi is or what he can do with it, but he can recite it, but that's about it, I suspect.
I thought that was Actor B that did that.
No, that was Nathan Thompson's brain training, if you remember. He did quite a few videos of him standing there bouncing the ping pong on a hammer and going 3.14159 blah 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 and quoting umpteen bloody digits of pi, and it's like, fine, so you've memorized pi to like 50 digits, and so what?
Yeah, but he quote the pi digits of pi while bouncing a ping pong on the head of a hammer while making a circular motion on his tummy in counterclockwise fashion. Can he do that?
I've not seen him do that, I have to admit.
Well, until further evidence comes in, I'll have to take your authority.
Good man.
Can you do that, Jose? Oh, I guess he's gone. Can you do that, Farmer's Boy?
I'm listening. Can I do what?
Can you bounce a ping pong ball on the head of a hammer while at the same time quoting pi to whatever amount of digits that Thompson did, and rubbing your tummy in a counterclockwise fashion?
With practice, I might be able to bounce the rubbing my bell, the end as a extra. The reciting pi, I cannot. Now, today, I cannot do any of that, but I could learn to bounce, to rub, and I could sing a song or maybe recite some kind of a poem that I know by heart. Maybe that will do it.
NASA Shill seems like a pretty smart guy. Could you do all that, NASA Shill? While bouncing on one leg? Oh, he's not here, I guess.
And catching chunks of pie every 10 digits, every 10 numbers, catching a chunk of pie that people is throwing at him, and he got to catch it with his mouth while doing all those other activities.
Question is, was Nathan really reciting or was he reading?
Does it matter?
Well, it matters.
He was reciting what he was reading.
Yeah, he recites. He memorized a lot of shit. Yeah, he got a good memory for memorizing.
Is there a relation between your memory and your intelligence? I just found out that, for example, I can't really memorize many things, but even like the words of lyrics of the songs, but I can understand many things in a 3D space that not other people understand. Is there like correlations? Like the more you can memorize, the less you can actually use that in your imagination, or I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess someone somewhere must have done studies into it. I mean, yeah, I can remember an inordinate amount of shit, but don't ask me to do, complicated equations because I just go, no.
I'm going to
Yeah,
take. Go ahead.
I do literally know the lyrics to thousands upon thousands upon thousands of songs, some of which I probably haven't heard in 30 years. But don't ask me what I did last week.
That's why he's the authority, because he knows everything, but he doesn't know what he did last week.
Actually, I do know what I did last week. I drove everywhere, literally. Yeah, and memory is a strange thing, but I don't think it's necessary. There is a direct correlation with memory, and I don't know whether intelligence is the right word.
Yes, if you can't memorize stuff, your intelligence is really low, lower than Nathan Oakley.
Oh well, I'm as thick as shit then.
Well, you can say there is a threshold. Below a certain point, you're just a goldfish?
Sure.
Well, don't put goldfish down like that when you try to compare Nathan Oakley to a goldfish.
What do you mean? Don't put them down. This guy always try to jump out of the ball when I'm not looking. They're clearly stupid.
You're right. Nathan Oakley is really stupid.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I heard in the vines that goldfish are actually smart. The goldfish that they one of the smartest animals. Is there? Can I hear somebody say it's plausible that Nathan Oakley is dumber than a goldfish? I mean, smarter maybe.
I mean, Qui-Gon Jinn said that the ability to speak does not make you intelligent, but
It's plausible that Nathan Oakley is dumber than a goldfish for real.
I think the better question is SpongeBob SquarePants smarter than Nathan Oakley?
I don't know him. I heard of him. I seen him, but I don't know him, so I cannot comment on that one.
What about
another example of memorizing things is Witsit. He memorizes his bullshit and then just repeats that again.
I think a lot of that could be down to repetition.
Could be.
I think that's why.
If you just keep saying it that many times, then it's going to stick, and you don't need the script because the script is in your head.
It's one of the reasons that Nathan Thompson and Witsit broke up, because they both had the same style of memorizing and scattergunning, and the personalities clashed.
They just couldn't stop talking, probably.
Yeah. How about that?
Can you imagine two of them at the one close space keep talking?
Yeah.
Stopping?
Well, they were BFFs, weren't they? They were best friends forever at one point, going on that tour of the States. Until Thompson thought, look at all this money. I'll take that, and off I go. Thank you.
But I think the all-time best debate would be Jin versus Pete Shea. That'd be an awesome debate.
I have a funny feeling that's banned under the Geneva Convention.
Well, they could go do it on the Antarctic Circle then.
Yeah, no, because that would ruin the last unspoiled part of the world.
And not to mention the armed penguins would kill them within 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that true?
There are some things. No, I'm not.
Farmer, are you challenging me to karaoke, bro? I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I missed it.
No. I was just demonstrating that I can just lyrics out of my head.
Sounds
to
something
gospel
like you.
journalism.
Sounds something like you could do. You know, a challenge like that.
Jose, in your defense, Farmer's Boy is the authority on all things. So I disagree with his comment. He is the authority on karaoke, so he could beat you.
I have a theory on karaoke, and it's Japan getting their revenge for those 2 atomic bombs that were dropped on them. What can we do to get our own back? I know we'll give the world karaoke.
I disagree. I think it was the Numa Numa song. Japan's revenge on America was the Numa Numa song.
Yeah,
I
and
have-
Japan also has a lot of other things that you could use to take revenge on the
Rickroll.
world.
And
Do you
Rickroll.
really want me to name them?
And Rickroll.
Problem is, we've now given them another reason to take revenge on certainly the UK because we gave them gin.
Can we have a gin versus gin, please?
We we did in Gem Panda's server a while back where he was arguing with himself because he was listening to the YouTube live feed. And he was telling whoever it was who kept interrupting him to stop interrupting him, and he was the only person talking. So we've had Jin versus Jin already. And he lost to himself.
Last one time I used to do Google Meets and I did 2, right? I said, all right, group of people join first, let's talk for an hour, and then we're going to open another new call. So I did that switch, open a new call, a bunch of people join, and like an hour after that, after I opened the second call, I said, you know what? I'm just going to open a brand new call. And I went to the previous window. I said like, oh shit, I still got that window open. And was it Brian Leakey or the Rumpus that was still talking
Yeah.
in the microphone there live? Like an hour
Everybody
after I
else had
closed it.
noticed, yeah, everybody
Everybody
else
left.
had noticed you'd started the new stream. Like, oh, let's go jump into that one. And those 2 were still.
Yeah, everybody left but those 2 right there. They're going
They
at it.
didn't notice. Yeah. Oh, those were the days. Yeah, I remember you keep doing that. Oh, let's open up a new stream. All right then. And you think, right, let's not hang around. Let's go and see what the new stream is. And then sometimes you'd only let the flat earthers in. That back in the days when lots of them came here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're hard pressed to get one.
That's super lost because it didn't get recorded, and if it was something to that, you know, related to that topic, it would be in a like lost forever
Yeah.
with the other
Yeah.
account and stuff, you know.
You were exactly. Even if you had recorded some of that, you'd have lost it anyway. So
Yeah. Oh, gone.
That's a hell of a shame. You lost some bloody good stuff. It has to be said.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
It's all right. It happens, you know.
Yeah, shit
Quick
happens.
flush. It was really good stuff, but with a flush and a fresh start.
Yep.
It's all right.
By the way, I came back just in time to tell you it was Brian Leakey that was doing that, and it was awesome.
Did you enjoy the conversations with Slick Leo?
Slick.
Slick Lale.
Whatever happened to Slick?
I cannot tell you whether he enjoyed them because only Slick can tell you whether he enjoyed them or not.
Yes, that's true.
And I just want to make mention to all you guys that I don't have beliefs, I only have experience.
Somebody should come in and adapt the argument so we can break it again.
It's impossible to break. Like, how does he explain the flat Earth then? He can't experience the whole entire Earth at once.
No, but that was the central tenet of his argument, wasn't he? He was just going by what he experienced. He didn't have to have beliefs. He didn't believe that the Earth was flat. He experienced the Earth being flat. So why would he need beliefs? That was his whole argument.
I would like to ask everybody, what's in your opinion, is the best distraction of flat Earth live in a live debate, like ever? Let's make top 10.
What you mean when they've made the distraction to sort of change the subject?
Oh, no, the flat Earthers being destroyed in a debate.
Oh, all right, yeah. Oh, blimey.
some memorable moments. For example,
There,
like
there was a time where I don't remember who was debating who or what channel it was on, but a globe earther pretended to be a flat earther to give the flat earther information about some random thing, and it was set up by this globe earther and another globe earther for him to say that. I think it was Rez Redrick actually.
Negative
Red-
exponents did that to JM Truth. Planar Walk
that was
set some things up with a couple of others. That's going back a year or two now. But yeah, negative exponents fed a whole load of stuff to JM Truth about the SpaceX Heavy launch and the return of the boosters. And of course, JM Truth, being an expert in research that he was, just swallowed the lot and just blindly repeated everything verbatim and made an absolute tit of himself.
he stopped being on YouTube for 1 year after that. No.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that was when was it DKG Customs or whatever he calls himself, the special effects guy, comes on the screen polishing his what was it? Was it an Emmy? It got 2 awards anyway, and he sat there polishing one. I said, "Oh, I'll just polish my award. How many have you got, JM?"
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
was
right.
superb. But getting them to actually distracting them. Oh.
But that was a fair rubbing in his face.
Oh God, yes, yeah. I mean, every point he presented, because he said that Reds had filmed the SpaceX Heavy launch. I think he filmed both of them actually, and JM Truth got fed all of this nonsense about, oh look, the rocket goes up white but it comes down black. It's been repainted. It's taken off from one place and it lands in another. Well, yes, that's what they generally do.
20 seconds.
It's in front. It's in front of the wires and not behind them. And it's just every line that negative exponents fed him, he just blurted it out. Damn.
He's
near
almost
word for
right. I
word.
mean, it was in a way it was repainted by the exhaust system. I guess.
Well, that's it. I mean, and you can tell it's soot because there's a line halfway up the booster. There's a line, and that's where the tanks change. So
right. As the legs fold out, you can see the white spots underneath the legs.
Exactly. The soot sticks to the parts that aren't still icy, because I think the upper half of that booster is still bloody cold and the soot won't stick to it, but it sticks to the lower half when it does these re-entry burns and landing burns, and there's a lot of soot comes out of those exhausts. And yeah, as soon as the legs open up, you can see the clean bits.
Hold on, guys. Before you guys, a question, Lel. Do you think that this is proving our point? Do you agree that this conversation is rocket science and Farmer's Boy knows about it?
He is the authority. That's what I'm going to say. That's my answer.
He's the authority. Okay.
Well, the second stage burns in atmosphere, so the second stage is always new. The first stage is reused.
Yes, but the you can see where one tank finishes and the next tank starts, within the booster, because the soot only sticks to the lower part, and that tank hasn't been as cold as the upper one, and I think that's why the soot sticks to it. And they generally they don't really bother cleaning them, because some of the ones that have been launched 5, 6, 7, even 10 times, they really are seriously grubby, because the soot just sort of builds up after a while. And I don't think they bother cleaning them at all. They certainly don't put a jet wash to them,
It may be also the paint that changes color, and it's not possible to clean.
But that's where did I just see that? Or did it just get Truth Nerds did make a point, and I now realise why it's deleted. FDFE was distracting Nathan Thompson. He's put it up with certain photos of an adult nature, shall we say? And he was putting that up mid-discussion. I do remember that now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was Modern Day Debates. Yeah.
because he'd put out, he'd asked people to sort of generate memes regarding Nathan Thompson, and some of them were quite. There's a very famous photograph of shall we say, a young lass surrounded by lots of big black blokes.
Oh
And it was
no!
Nathan, and it was Nathan Thompson sitting there instead of her. Yeah, and they were sort of coming up in the background as they're having their debate. Yeah, I think he got a little bit upset over that.
That's mean.
Well, it was bloody funny as well, and things about there's Nathan Thompson sort of holding on to the bars of a jail, and there's several large interested looking guys behind him.
I
Don't
guess.
drop the soap. So yeah, FHF's done that quite a few times. Now I think about it.
Another big distraction was, another couple big distractions is every single $10,000 challenge that MC Toon has done over the past year.
Oh yeah, he's carrying all the flat earthers now. There's not going to be flat earthers on his debate anymore because he scared them all out.
Yeah, well, it is a case of putting your money where your mouth is, and he's saying, well, right, here's a challenge, all perfectly set up. The rules are very clear. The money's in escrow. Boom, boom, boom. Here's $10,000. All you've got to do is what you keep claiming, like using a sextant on the flat Earth.
That one's been around for almost a year now, and nobody's claimed it.
Well, of course, because all the ones who claim, oh yeah, sextants work on a flat Earth, they know perfectly well, no, they don't. That's why nobody's accepted his challenge, because they know they'll never bloody do it.
Well, one person ever tried to change it, would even try it, was Brain Leak, and I think what he did is he figured it out according on the globe, and then tried to backfill it according on flat Earth, and didn't quite work.
The thing I really like about MC Toon's challenge is that there's been other Globers that have done money challenges, but it wasn't really a challenge because they didn't really put their money up like MC Toon has. I mean, you can go look at the hash of his Bitcoin being sent to the attorney or whatever, and know for a fact that he does not own the Bitcoin anymore.
Sorry, I just got distracted by a puppet of Mick Hucknall.
Another huge distraction for flat earthers is all of the drawings Jose's done of the flat earthers, like the Brian Leakey one. I think you did one of P. Shea, didn't you? Jose, are you still there?
I is here.
Which flat earthers have you done pictures of?
Not sure. Don't remember.
You did Brian Leakey, I know that.
Yeah, Brian Leakey.
Oh, I remember Brian Leakey. Yeah.
Brian's was with the balloon and the grounding the wire to the ground or something like that.
Yeah, but I think in the Yellow Submarine I drew a few faces. I think Bob Noodle. I don't know who else.
Oh yeah, yes, there was a few out the portholes, weren't there? Oh,
There's a few there. I got the faces.
Those are very distracting for flat earthers.
Super Noodle Doodle.
Thanks, Bob.
I remember a very big distraction was when Reds distracted live on FTFE's channel. What's the name of the guy under no pressure? What's his name?
Oh, Chemo.
Oh, yeah, that was distraction in live like I've never seen. Reds completely destroyed him. And Chemo is really famous for being like sneaky, like a snake. He can squeeze between the gaps, but no, he couldn't. At that time, he couldn't.
No, Chemo is quite slimy and deceptive. He's the one who bought. Oh God, I'm going to say his name. He's the one who bought that video of that somebody edited Red's Rhetoric's film of the capsule splashing down by a certain Flatzoid. He bought it to Jose's first, and it took us quite a while to get out of him whose video it actually was, because Chemo likes to present other people's videos without telling you who it is, where they're from, or anything. He certainly had a history of that. and he was the one who first presented it here in Jose's stream. And we managed to get out of him whose video it was, so we could go back and look at it and compare Flatzoids to Red's original video. And it's like, oh, hang on a minute, there's something missing. And I remember Chemo also coming here. We was talking about shooting stars, and he said, "Oh, they always seem to be coming down, and you never see any shooting stars going up away from the horizon." And I think about a minute later, somebody had posted a link to a video showing exactly that. That's the sort of thing that Chemo does. He well, it's like all flat earthers. He just lies, but he's so blatant about it.
I heard he is famous on TikTok.
Yeah, the last I heard, he was talking to kids on TikTok and trying to introduce them to flat Earth, and telling them that their teachers are lying to them. And yeah, that's going back a little way now. I've not heard his dulcet tones for quite some time, thankfully. But yeah, I think he's spending more time on TikTok because they're going for the kids. He's doing it. Riley claimed he was doing it. He claimed he was pretending to be a kid on TikTok, a teenager. So he could tell teenagers that the teachers are lying to them and they're being lied to in school.
And to rebel.
Do you remember the famous quote of Chemo that you cannot breathe on Everest because it's too cold over there?
Yeah.
And his famous quote that is still in Jem's intro to his Sunday night roast is, "You can't have flat Earth and things making sense." And that's the very end of the intro, and it's like, yep, you're absolutely right, because nothing in flat Earth makes sense.
I also remember Brainy Beaver did the video where he's living in Canada. Oh, it's too cold. He had to take oxygen. The video was awesome.
Yeah, and Chemo made some videos himself, and they're excruciating to listen to. That I can't remember which one it was, but I suspect he probably suffers from dyslexia. He seems to have trouble reading things, and he was reading this thing out, and this is in his video, and he's like, and he starts reading, and it's like, really, is reading that much of a struggle for you?
Don't forget to.
Exactly. Oh.
I think he drools a little bit.
Yes, there's a lot of saliva slurping, isn't there? Ugh.
And then another mannerism that I heard somebody demok. He got the deep breath, like a whistle. When he breathed deep breath, and he talk. You know, it's very strange.
But yeah, real Cygnus. I mean, obviously, you've got to lie to Flurf. You know, hashtag got to lie to Flurf. We've known that for a long time. But they really do seem to be getting more and more blatant about it. They will now just sit there and say, there is no proof of curvature. You know, you can't show me curvature. You can't show me that the Earth rotates. It's like, really?
Hello?
Yeah, can we have extra fries with that, please? Yeah, cheers. Oh, don't forget Raki's chicken nuggets.
Don't forget to floss.
Don't forget to floss.
Yeah, I got something for you guys. I got something right here for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. What you got? What you got?
Oh wait, hold on.
I can see you down there, but I can't see you up there.
I got something.
His stream has ended. Have you ended a YouTube stream?
Yes, you gotta stop the YouTube stream. Yeah, and my camera should be on. Hello, I'm new. To everybody watching on YouTube land, there's still time that you can give me money. Use the PayPal link or Super Chat. I need you guys' help. Hit me up with whatever everybody can. And hit the like, share the show. Very important. I got something right here. How about that?
I love that level. I think that's superb.
Nice.
How about that level?
That's brilliant.
It's curved.
Yeah, I just realized.
No, it's level. It's
How about my
level.
long nails? What the fuck is wrong with my nails? I like because I use these nails like break cardboard and shit like that. They're hard. Like they're like blades. It's like
Yeah,
Freddy
you-
Krueger arms, but in flesh mode.
Shall we start calling you Edward?
Same,
Edward
yeah, same,
Scissorhands.
yeah, same sharpness and thickness. What can we do with this level? What can we measure with this?
Well, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we could measure with that.
Can we use it for construction? Anybody?
Probably not. Well, you can, because if you know, when you sit it down on something flat, it's sat on its two ends, so it will still work as a level.
Gary, will you use this tool that I've got my camera on for construction? Just asking for a frame because I got it right here. I don't know if I'm going to build something with a specific shape that I might need it.
Well, you can still use the flat part.
Oh, he's a flat.
What, you mean lay it on its side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can still use it that way. If it sits on its two ends, if you're on something that's sufficiently long enough for it to sit on its two ends, it'll still work. Still use a bubble in the middle.
I am
Might get some strange looks if you use it on the building site, though. I think somebody might, people might start thinking, "Hang on, is he just taking a piss or what?"
I am about to get out of here. It was a short show today, but I gotta cook. I got busy today, and I gotta cook good food. Gotta concentrate.
Man cannot live on YouTube alone.
No, man. Yeah.
Doesn't fill the stomach, does it?
I want to thank everybody for coming in. It was a short and sweet one. Hopefully tomorrow we'll come in again and we'll get exciting festivities with plenty of time for people to jump in and participate. Think about something. Bring your topics tomorrow. If you find something odd, strange, doesn't add up, sciencey wise, bring it to us and let's break it down. I'll be flip-flop for you if necessary. So don't feel that you're gonna be jumped on. If I need to, to be the devil's advocate, let it be. Final thoughts. Carl, you there? Give us some final thoughts, man. Yeah, thank you, Jose. Thanks, Carl.
Yeah, who's that?
Chai, final thoughts. Thanks, Chai. Farmer's Boy, final thoughts.
I'm in the only warm room in the house. I haven't had any heating since Sunday. Please, somebody come and fix my bloody boiler for me. Thank you.
Gary Waibenga, final thoughts. Luis, final thoughts.
Crap. I had one and I just forgot.
Thank you.
That's a good one. Yeah, I like that.
Good
Yeah,
final
sorry
thoughts.
about that. yeah, I remember now. The only thing I should have added some background music for myself because it would have been really cool with all the discussions we had today.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Lubo in China, final thoughts.
Yeah, somebody sent me somebody here. I can't see the sun. Don't know why. If it's flat, I should see it, no? Send somebody. Help me. I can't see the sun.
Neither do I. And
That's
it's-
okay. I can't either.
Neither do I, but it's very cloudy.
Same here.
Sprinkling. Nestle wipes. Final thoughts.
Yeah, I don't have any thoughts, Jose. But yeah, thanks for the stream, and thank you for everybody that's been part of the stream.
Was that a thought?
I think so.
Was that a thought?
Yeah, was that a thought?
What do you
said
mean,
didn't
like
have it. You said you didn't have any thoughts, but then you gave us some thoughts.
Like a thick girl?
You lied to me. Don't you be lying to me. We all heard it. We got you. We got your number.
But you mean like a thought, like an Instagram model?
No. It's got more letters than that. A thought, not a thought. Thought.
Now that's another word that I'm gonna be researching for like a week until I figure out what's the difference in that pronunciation. Thank you very much,
Well,
everybody. Click on all the links in the description box. Join Discord. Peace out. Boom. Thank you, everybody.